Hi, everyone. My name is Kelly McCrowell, and I'm one of the school psychologists with Richmond. Today, we're going to talk about zones of regulation. So each zone of regulation is consistent with a feeling or is represented by a feeling. And we go in and out of zones of regulation all day long. And so we might start in one zone and end up in another zone, and each zone has to do with a feeling. So, have you ever seen the movie Inside Out? It's all about feelings, and each of the characters in the movie represents a feeling or a zone of regulation. So let's take a look.
I'm joy. This is sadness. That's anger. This is disgust. And that's fear. We're Riley's emotions.
Inside out.
Inside out.
Inside out.
Aren't they funny? It's important to remember that we might not be feeling as intensely as each of those inside out characters. So we might not be very, very, very happy or very, very, very angry. We might be feeling a little bit mad or a little bit angry or a little bit happy, maybe not quite as intensely. Or you might be feeling just as intensely as the characters in Inside Out were. So let's talk about each of the zones of regulation a little bit more. So the first zone is the blue zone. The blue zone is represented by the character sadness. And in the blue zone, you're moving kind of slowly. You might be feeling a little bit sick or sad. You might be tired. You might not have gotten a good night's sleep. Or you might be feeling bored, like what's going on around you might not be exciting you very much, and you might be feeling a little bit bored. So in that blue zone, we think about it as moving slowly. In the green zone, which is represented by the character of joy, this is the zone where when you're at school, you're ready to learn, or when you're at home, you're just ready to do what you need to get done. In the green zone, you might be feeling happy or calm, just feeling okay about how things are going. You might be focused and ready to get done the things that you need to get done. This green zone is the ready to learn zone. And the yellow zone, this is where there's a little loss of control going on. So a loss of some control going on. So in the yellow zone, which is represented by the character of fear, you might be feeling frustrated or worried. You might be feeling silly or wiggly or excited. So you've lost a little bit of control, but not so much that you're in the red zone. In the red zone, we think about this as the out of control zone. So in the red zone, which is represented by the characters of disgust and anger, you might be feeling mad and angry. You might be feeling a little bit mean. You might be yelling at people or hitting people. You might be throwing objects or kicking things. You might just be terribly disgusted about everything that's going on. And in this red zone, like this is where we think of your feelings being kind of out of control. So are you ready for the next part? I'm going to give you a little quiz, but it's not the kind of quiz that you can fail, so don't worry. In this, there's going to be a clip, and you have to remember which character is representing the emotions that you're seeing. So here we go. So how'd you do? Did you remember? Did you remember each character's name? Did you remember what they were doing? What feeling they were feeling? Did you also remember which zone they represent? So remember, joy is the green zone. She's happy, calm, ready to go. Fear is the yellow zone. He's a little bit out of control. Both anger and disgust are in the red zone, and they're the out of control zone. They're the zone that we want to learn some techniques for how to get back into the green. And then blue is sadness, and she is the blue zone. So, how'd you do? Hope it went well. All right, let's see. What can we do? Now what we're going to talk about is what we can do when we're in each of these zones so that we can try to move back into green. So in the blue zone, this is the zone where we want you to be able to take a break. Maybe you need to ask for a snack. Maybe you need to think about something that makes you happy. Talk to a grown-up. Ask someone for a hug. Draw a picture. Listen to music. Or write about what's happening to you. Remember, in the blue zone, you're feeling a little bit tired, you're moving slow, you might be sad. So these are all strategies that you can try when you're feeling in the blue zone to get you into the green zone. All right, now let's take a look at green. So when you're in the green zone, like Joy, you are ready to complete your work. You're ready to listen to your teacher or your parent. You're ready to help other people and learn new things, and you're able to follow school and classroom rules. This is where we want to be. We want to be in the green zone so that we're ready to face all the things that are coming. When you're feeling in the green zone, when little things happen that bother you or make you feel sad, like you're better able to handle them. So green is where we're heading. Green is where we want to be. When you're in the yellow zone, this is the take a break zone too. So we want you to be able, when you're feeling a little bit out of control, we want you to take a break, get a drink, take a walk, go use a fidget, talk to your teacher or your parents, take some deep breaths, and do some chair or wall push-ups or some yoga poses. Again, yellow is when you're feeling a little bit out of control. You might be excited or silly or wiggly or scared. You're still able to learn and still able to be appropriate in the classroom, but you're starting to move out of green and into the red. And so in yellow, that caution zone, we want you to be using some of these techniques, using some of these tools to put in your toolbox so that you can move back into the green zone and be really ready to learn. All right, now let's talk about red. In the red zone, remember, red is when you're feeling angry, you're feeling out of control. Red is when you are disgusted or mad. You might be hitting something or someone. You might be yelling. This is the zone that we want you to really use those tools in your toolbox and get yourself calm so that you can move from red to green, or from red to yellow to green, or from red to blue to green. Remember, green, that calm zone, that ready to learn zone, is always where we want you to try to get. So when you're in red, it's important to take a break. It's important to talk to a grown-up or to walk laps, to squeeze your stress ball, to practice some deep breathing, count to 10, practice tensing and releasing your muscles. It's important to figure out what it is that works for you. So what kind of things that you can do to move you from either blue or yellow or red zone back into the green zone. And so we want you to think of these things as tools in your toolbox. And so any of the strategies that might help move you from the blue zone or the yellow zone or the red zone back into the green is what we want you to be able to do. So right now, what I want to do is I want to practice a couple things that might help. This is called figure 8 breathing. So I'm going to do it on my face, but you can do it anywhere on your body that feels comfortable. So you could use your arm, you could use your hand or the inside of your wrist. But what I want you to do is I want you to take your index finger and I want you to draw a figure 8 on your face. Draw the number 8 on your face. Do that a couple times just so you get used to doing the 8. And it doesn't have to, again, it doesn't have to be on your face. It can be on your arm or your wrist, whatever feels nice to you. So then what I want you to do is when you get back up, stop when you get to the top of your 8. And when you get to the top of your 8, I want you to breathe in until you're at the bottom. And then I want you to breathe out until you're back at the top. So do it again for me. And I want you to pause at the top and the bottom of your figure 8 each time. So let's do it a couple more times for practice. Excellent. Now I have one more thing that I think is always helpful when you're not feeling in the green zone. And it's gonna be a go noodle break. So if you're ready, here we go. Get your good listening ears on.
This exercise will teach you how to turn high, stressful energy off so that you can do what you need to do to be your best self. Close your eyes and listen, or keep them open and follow along. Remember, you are in control of your body. Sit back and rest. You can sit on the ground with your legs out straight and your back leaning against something. Or you can sit in your chair with your legs long and your feet flat on the floor while you lean against the back of your chair. Get comfortable. We're going to turn on the energy in our bodies, and then we're going to be turning it off. Let's begin with your toes. Wiggle your toes to wake them up. Ready? Now tighten your toes, like you're making a fist with them. Try to only turn on the power in your toes, and let all other areas of your body rest. Breathe in while they're tight, and then when you breathe out, turn the energy off. Let your toes rest. Again, breathe in and turn the energy on in your toes. Just your toes. Breathe out to turn it off, and let the tightness go. Let's give your legs a chance. Turn on the energy in your legs. Straighten them if that helps. Make tight, tense muscles. Now breathe in to add even more energy. Exhale and let go. Legs go soft. Power goes off. Let's do one more round with legs. Ready? Start breathing in. Turn the energy on. Legs are working hard, tight, tense. Then turn that energy off. Breathe out, relax, soften those muscles. You're in control. Now your hands. Make fists and inhale as you turn your energy on. And then let's exhale and rest. Turn it all off. Add your arms this time. They can be straight or bent. Make fists. Arms get tight. Energy on. Breathe in. Breathe out and let go. Energy off. Arms and hands one more time. Turn it on with an in-breath. And turn it off with an out-breath. And finally, we're going to try the whole body. If you want, add your face muscles too. Crinkle up your eyes, your lips, your cheeks. Ready? Breathe in and turn on your whole body's energy. Toes, feet, legs, hands, arms, face. Feel the energy in your body. It's on. And now turn it all off while you breathe out slowly. relax. The energy's off. See if you can stay still, just for a little. Energy's off. Notice how you might feel different in your body now that you've practiced being in control of your very own on and off switch.
Feeling chill.
Wow, wasn't that fantastic? I love a tense and release exercise, and that one's really great. So the next time that you're feeling in the blue or the yellow or the red zone, and you're really feeling like you need to get back into the green, like try figure 8 breathing or try that tense and release exercise. I guarantee it's going to make you feel better. So I want you to think about these zones of regulation, and I want you to remember that we're not always going to be in the green, that we are going to sometimes be blue and sometimes be yellow and sometimes be red, and all of that's okay. Like, that's just part of being a person. It's part of being a human. And so, but it's good for you to be able to recognize when you're not in the green zone and try to get back into the green zone. So use those tools in your toolbox the next time that you're not feeling green, and try to get green, and remember to breathe. All right, thanks everybody. I hope that you have a fabulous day. Take care. Bye.